How's everyone doing tonight? Or as I like to say in gay Spanish, ¿Cómo estás? Excited to be here. I'm actually really excited, guys, because, well, last night I got engaged in a conversation with a homeless person. He was a charmer. You guys, I read somewhere that talking to yourself is a sign of genius. Yeah, which means I highly underestimated everybody at my bus stop. Just a bunch of philosophers in front of that Ralph's. It kind of sucked the other day. I found a dead rat outside my front door. Yeah, best Blue Apron meal I've had so far. Made ratatouille the right way. It was delicious. I've been really stressed out lately because of finals of Dancing with the Stars, which is what I call dancing naked on the roof of my house at night, on acid. Yeah. You guys, I think that ambulances are like the drag queens of the road. Yeah, because you can hear them coming down the street. Everybody gets out of their way. And there's usually somebody dead inside. Okay, it's okay, I can say that because I'm an ambulance. My ambulance name is Consuela Consuelo. Look me up. I had a pretty good childhood, so I don't need to go to Coachella. I grew up in Mexico. I had enough live music and people walking around barefoot in the dirt. I'm good. I was in Tucson, Arizona, and there was a guy on the corner of a street with a sign that read, "The struggle is real." Yeah, and that's when I was like, oh yeah, millennials are old enough to be homeless now. Like you might as well had a sign that said, "I seriously can't even right now with this hunger." Sad cat face emoji. I have to stop giving my friends advice because it always ends with, "And then everybody will be jealous of you." Everybody. But I'm always drunk when I say it. I'm always like, "Everyone's gonna be jealous of you, bitch." You should definitely throw your grandfather's ashes into the Grand Canyon. Everyone's gonna be jealous of you. Put it on Instagram. Hashtag ashes, hashtag Grand Canyon. Hashtag Yashes, which is Yas and ashes combined. I didn't even know that girl. I was just drunk at a bar one night. I was raised in Mexico, right on the border, so I'm naturally really good at selling ceramic Looney Tune piggy banks to slow-moving traffic. It's kind of a thing. And we moved to the U.S. when I was 8 years old. Moved to Arizona. And it was kind of a culture shock for me because all of a sudden there was a desert, but with white people. I was like, oh my God, is this Star Wars? I felt like a little Mexican Luke Skywalker. And then I grew up and gained 200 pounds like Mark Hamill. Take that, Mark Hamill. And growing up, I used to get into a lot of trouble. And my mom used to say to me all the time, Mijo, if all your friends jumped off a bridge, would you? And I would tell her yes. Because then I would land softly on a pile of dead bodies. Had a lot of friends, Ma. Think about that. I am trying to lose weight because I want to look cute for the apocalypse. I'm on a plant-based diet right now. I plant burritos all over my house. I'm gonna find them and eat them. It's a thrill is in a hunt. Somebody went up to me the other day and they asked me if Paul Newman was my type. And I said, man or dressing? Because I have salads for both. To be specific. I am gluten-free. Anyone else? You pointed at her. You gluten-free outed her. For those of you that don't Google anything, it means you can't eat bread or flour, and it's medical, so I didn't choose to be a terrible person. I just wish I had like a cooler reason for being gluten-free, you know, like PTSD. Hear me out. Like if my dad used to beat me with a loaf of bread as a child. Or I caught my boyfriend cheating on me with a bowl of macaroni. Where I was gang raped by a bunch of Olive Garden waiters with a bunch of breadsticks. They were endless. They kept dipping them in Zuppa Toscana. And I kept saying when. I kept saying when. It's weird because you're like, you're out of control. You're out of control. It's weird because for like a gay guy, I'm like morbidly obese. But for a lesbian, I'm right on point. I know what I look like. Like if a busload of 16-year-old chubby lesbians were to march in here, I would just get lost. They take me back to their science and engineering high school. Give me a tumbler. I feel like I look like one of those people at the end of that show, Catfish. You know the ones that come out of that double white trailer at the end? And those two guys are like, hey, we're looking for Jessica. And I'm like, I'm fucking Jessica, bitch. Me and Joshua are in love. And we're in the bank, kiss at me. Whoa. Try and catch me, try and catch me. You have to catch them, guys. It's like a weird Pokemon. It's hard being a bottom. It is. I was gonna say bottom. Bottom. It's hard being a bottom, because whenever I go to the gay bars, there's always like 5 bottoms for every 1 top. Yeah, it's like a really unorganized Tupperware drawer. There's no lids whatsoever. I think policeman body cams are like my underwear. They fall off whenever they're near a black guy. Raise your hand. I can't see you. I'm not very political. I just like fucking black guys. I'll end it on this. You guys have been really fun. I like to go out to eat with my friends, but this always happens right when the check drops. Somebody always says this. They say, "What's the damage?" Yeah, and I'm like, "Oh, that's scary." I never say that at that time. The only time I say that is right before I take my underwear off at the end of the day. We're like, "Oh, what's the damage?" I call new underwear uncharted territory. You guys, that's my time. Thank you.